If you tell yourself you're just playing casually, but you regularly think about the game when you're not playing, and if you swear you're done spending money but the next banner drops and your chest tightens, this video is for you. Because what's happening here isn't a lack of discipline, it's that modern games, especially gacha games and loot box systems, aren't designed to be casual anymore. To put it bluntly, if gaming is regulating your stress, your sense of progress, or your self-worth, it's no longer casual. They're becoming their own psychological role in your life. And today, I want to show you 3 things. Why casual gaming slowly stops being casual, what these systems are actually doing to your brain, and what you need to change if you want your freedom back, without pretending you'll suddenly develop superhuman willpower. If we haven't met, I'm Phil Shea. I'm an addictions counselor, and I work primarily with men who are struggling with gambling and video game addiction. Let's start with the uncomfortable truth. Most people don't realize they're in trouble with gaming because nothing looks wrong from the outside. They're still going to work, still paying their bills, and not regularly getting drunk nor even getting high. So you tell yourself it's fine. But addiction, especially behavioral addiction, doesn't announce itself with chaos. It shows up as a relationship that quietly starts calling the shots. Here's the first trap. Modern games don't sell entertainment. They sell belonging, progress, and identity. Gacha systems, loot boxes, battle passes, those aren't just monetization tools. They are emotional contracts. They may appear like monetization tools, but they're actually emotional contracts. It may sound like the game is saying, come have fun, but what they're really saying is show up or fall behind. Miss a day and you lose progress. Miss an event, you miss exclusivity. Miss a banner and that character might be gone forever. Is that casual? Or is it a relationship with consequences? The brain reads it the same way it reads social rejection or lost opportunities, which leads to the second trap, random rewards. Loot boxes and gacha pulls use the same reinforcement schedule as slot machines. You never know when the next hit is coming, and when it does come, it lands hard. Not because of the pixels, but because of what it represents. That pull says, you're lucky, chosen, and you're getting ahead. But when you don't get the pull, your brain doesn't just feel disappointment. It feels unfinished, as an open loop that keeps running in the background. So you try again, and again, and again, until the fun is gone, and now you're just chasing relief. This is the same loop I see with gambling clients. Different skin, same engine. Now here's where people usually say, okay, but I just need some more self-control. I can regulate it. No, that's the third trap. You're trying to solve a structural problem with willpower, and these systems are designed to control the clock, the reward, and ultimately your sense of progress. They turn time into pressure and pressure into spending, which means the longer you rely solely on discipline, the more exhausted you get. And exhausted people don't make clean choices. They make familiar ones, comfortable ones. Before we go any further, let me pause here for a second. If any of this feels uncomfortably accurate, and you're starting to wonder whether gaming has crossed the line for you, I offer a free 15-minute call for people trying to sort this out. No pressure, no judgment, just clarity. There's a link below if you want to talk through what's actually going on in your situation. Now let's talk about what actually helps. Because we aren't trying to quit gaming forever, not necessarily, but especially not powered by shame or fear. We want to stop letting an external influence run your nervous system. The first thing that has to change is money friction. Right now, spending feels abstract, thanks to stored cards, one-click purchases, and currency bundles that don't map cleanly to dollars. That's not accidental. It's the same trick casinos use to make the money feel less real, reducing what psychologists call the pain of payment. So instead, you need to make spending feel real again. That means removing saved payment methods, using prepaid cards instead of direct access, putting a hard monthly cap somewhere visible. Most people with gaming problems don't play too much randomly. They play at the same times, likely late at night, usually during stressful periods or when they feel empty. So instead of saying, I just need to play less, you need defined containers, specific start times, specific end times, no endless drift. And if you can't stop once you start, don't consider it a moral failure. Instead, see it as information. It means the game is regulating something for you that you haven't yet replaced. Which brings us to the most important part. Problem gaming doesn't survive because of dopamine alone. It survives because it's meeting real needs. Things like progress, competence, escape, and connection. If you don't consciously rebuild those elsewhere, games will always win. You don't beat a system by tearing it away, you beat it by making it unnecessary. What this might look like in practical terms is something measurable in your life that's progressing, which could be as simple as learning a few words in a new language or picking up a musical instrument, doing a little day by day. Or maybe it could be community, where you are able to connect and be seen by friends who you don't have to perform around. Or a challenge that doesn't reset every season, like pursuing a creative project. And no, none of this happens overnight. But this is the shift that matters, from how do I stop playing to what was it doing for me? Or, as Gabor Mate puts it, don't ask why the addiction, ask why the pain. These questions change everything. Before I wrap up, I want to ask you something, and I want you to answer it honestly, even if only to yourself. Where's the hook that keeps pulling you back? Is it banners, streaks, limited time events, social pressure, the feeling that you're falling behind? What do you feel you're missing out on if you were to stop? If you're comfortable, please leave it in the comments. Not for me, but for you and for those like you who might also be struggling. Naming the hook weakens it. And if you're realizing that casual doesn't actually describe your relationship with gaming, anymore, you don't have to figure it out alone. I offer free consultations for people who want help untangling this, without lectures, without shame, and without pretending it's simple. Click the link below now if you're ready. It isn't about quitting fun, it's about getting yourself back into the driver's seat of your own life. And that starts by seeing the system clearly. I'm Phil Shea, addictions counselor. Thanks for taking this step toward a better future. Have a great day.